Okay, the question is, do I like to write and illustrate comics on my own, or do I like to work with partners or other people on projects? I've done both, but mostly, yeah, I do prefer to run the entire show by myself. That way, I don't have to worry about pacing. I don't have to worry about changing things I didn't think about changing or need to change. Also, too, the deadlines are far more under my control than not. I did a comic book called Big Girl Donuts, and I had to move back the deadline on that thing 3 times. I was furious when I had to move back the first deadline, and even more furious when I had to move back the second deadline. But I think comic books just flow a lot better when you've got one guy who writes it and one guy who illustrates it, because they see it better. So normally I prefer to work by myself when it's my material. When I have written the script, when I have created the characters, I prefer to do the entire thing by myself. It's just quicker and easier that way. One director, one vision for the project. I mean, look at all the movies that you probably liked more than others. They were written and directed by the same guy. And that's I think why a lot of really good comic books go down that same path. If you've got a writer and an illustrator that are one and the same, you usually come up with something that is a little bit more spectacular. But if I was running an organization like Marvel or DC, yeah, I totally get why they use teams. They've got a lot more material, and they've got those monthly deadlines that they have to hit. I just prefer to do the comic books as far in advance as possible, and then do a monthly release with crowdfunding projects. I mean, I like to put out at least one comic book a month, and that seems to be working. But yeah, I do prefer to do the whole thing by myself. It's just quicker and easier. And digital art, going back to that again, that makes it all possible.